Buonasera, benvenuti, benvenute, signore e signorine. Thank you for being here. Buonasera Giuseppe, ciao, benvenuto. Buonasera ragazzi, sarò da voi tra un attimino. Ciao Riccardo, ciao Rossella, ciao Mark. Everybody welcome to this chat. And as usual, we are here for a live wedding chat with a vendor to give you some insights. Ciao Charlotte, some insights, some tips about what. Hello, ciao, and ciao Anna. So we're here to give you, as usual, some tips, some ideas in regards to your wedding. And of course, we mostly concentrate with vendors from Italy, Spain, France. Ciao Sioban, yes, I wasn't sure it was you because I cannot get too close to the phone and my eyesight is what it is. Ciao Sioban. But the input, ciao Brad, ciao Sophie. So the inputs that we want to give are for your wedding in general, whether it's with us, whether it's in one of the destination countries that we cover, or whether it's wherever else in the world. We want to give you something that is useful for your wedding. So as we wait just a little bit for a few more people to connect, we have moved our chats from Fridays to Thursdays for some upon request. And as some say in Italy, Thursday is the new Saturday. So we can still say it's more or less about the weekend. And so if you want to get a glass of wine, a coffee, as I have, or something to drink, we will be on our way with the guest in just a minute. In the meantime, I wanted to remind you that the price for the month of May for those who have followed us and the poll that we had has been done last week. And the price was champagne, so it's basically waiting to be delivered to Emily's door in the UK. She was the winner, and we have another prize for the month of June. So the only thing that you need to do to participate is to watch our live chats. The more chats you watch, the more times your name will be in the pot, and then there will be the prize selected, the winner selected at the end of June, and the prize delivered right to your door. So you don't basically need to do anything at all. We'll take care of it. Hello Lindsay, ciao, benvenuta, ciao. So today we are in Tuscany. And we are going to chat with Cavalieri Catering and Banqueting with Tommaso and Alessio. As I was saying, they are going to give us a little bit of an insight on what they do, but we are always going to implement all of the information with how do you work with these details on your wedding. So if you have any question, feel free to write it, and towards the end of the chat it's better because I might lose it otherwise, or in any case you can send your question directly to Cavalieri Ricevimenti or to our Instagram channel. We are happy to help as always. Doesn't matter if you're working with us as a bride and groom or not. A question we're always happy to answer. So don't hesitate to send whatever is on your mind and we will get back to you. So now let me add Tommaso and Alessio, and give me just a second. Here we go.
Ciao.
Buonasera caro, benvenuto.
Ciao, buonasera. Buonasera.
Uh, so this is Tommaso. Tommaso, I was just, well, you were online, so you know, but I was just introducing a little bit the chat and telling, ciao Mark, welcome. I was telling just a little bit in general. Now, to get started, it's always nice for everybody watching if you want to introduce yourself and Cavalieri a little bit, telling us about your company and what you do.
Okay. Yes, we are a company, a young company here in Florence, Tuscany, Italy, and we are a group of friends that decided to work together. And we opened up already like 15 years ago, almost 20 years ago. So we got a lot of experience, even if we're still young. And it's like a partnership between like professionals that decide to get together and start to do like banqueting and catering and all these events. So I'm personally the chef of the company, so I take care about food, about all these things. Then I have my partner Alessio and Donato. We are 3 partners, and we take care about all the sides that we care about weddings. So starting from the food, all the furniture, all the how you say, like chairs and plates and forks and glasses, everything. We have a storage. So we have a lot of like few choices of these that you can choose and select with us. And we like really care about our customers. So we follow them like in person. We are not like a kind like an industry, right? So we're like a kind of like a small business. And we take care, like I was saying, like personally about all our customers. So when we do our service, wedding service, we always there in person because we believe that that's the best way to get things work, to be there in person and take care about everything that we supposed to do.
Absolutely, and we have seen each other, in fact, in the past because we are there, you are there. So when we have a wedding, we see each other. Before we go further, there was something that I wanted to explain to our couples from abroad, because there is a slight difference on the way catering and banqueting is perceived in Italy compared to abroad. Because if you, let's say, are from, I don't know, Wales, and you get married in Wales, usually you choose a venue that has a kitchen already. So what you work with is the chef of the venue, the staff of the venue. And sometimes catering and banqueting, seen from abroad, it's something that it's more used for an aperitif, for a baptism, for something like this. But in Italy, it's very different because the last time we worked together, we were at Castello il Palagio, and Italy has a lot of different ancient villas, ancient castles. So it's a different job where you find literally the walls and the gardens that you like, and then you mix it with a catering company. So it's a different perspective, and catering companies usually are much more flexible because they come to you, so they are not as fixed. And you were mentioning, Tommaso, about the fact that you have a warehouse or a storage with different items, and this is also something that it's extremely nice, because with this type of items, literally, that you have, it is possible to make every wedding very personal, very different from others?
Yeah, yeah, we take care about that a lot because every people have different requests. So we try to personalize and build up the wedding together with our customers. So we have a few different styles that we can propose to people to make it different, to make it their way, how they want it. So we're trying to do everything. We're always researching and finding new stuff, building up new stuff to like improve our things that we have, our items. So and also
Yes, and
saying
no, sorry,
like
go ahead. Sorry.
about going like in these villas or places where they don't have like a real kitchen or something. Here is like the usual. So we are organized to do that. Of course, there's a lot of preparation behind a wedding, behind a service. So we are ready to work almost everywhere. We did like weddings on the seaside, right on the beach, or whatever like customers want, we go. No problem. If you have like water and energy, that's it. That's all we need. We're ready to work everywhere. We don't have that.
Exactly, and this is very much the style that that I like. And of course, I'm not saying it just because we are chatting together, but you know, you said at the beginning that you are quite a young company, being having been in business for 15, 20 years, which
Yeah.
it's not so young. I mean, you do have your experience, and I have been doing weddings for 15 years now, and something that I feel that it's important that I do, it's exactly what you said, that every wedding has to be different, because
Yeah.
you cannot just bring the same food, the same setup, and it's going to work for a little bit, of course, because if it's nice,
Yeah.
it will work. But if you don't bring something different to each wedding, you make it special for the bride and groom,
Yeah.
for what you are creating, then everything is going to be like the same pasta dish over and over. Pasta al pomodoro, tomato sauce, like in the 80s in
That's
Italy.
important to cook
It,
also.
exactly. So, so that's very very important, and that's great that we see it in the same way. But other than the setup, the mise en place, the details, also your job is well detailed on the food.
Yeah.
And of course, being Tuscany, one of the main destinations for food in the world, of course, and also in Italy, well, there must be something that you can tell us also about food.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like here we are so lucky because we have around plenty of quality food. So we go around Tuscany, found the better things that we can use for cooking. So starting from vegetables to the meat, the famous T-bone steak that we have here, La Fiorentina, and then also all the wines that we have. So we are always searching for you know the best things that we can find around, and that's an important part because to make like good food you need good items, good quality stuff. Otherwise, never will come good. So that's the like the base, of course. And we like to have like we have a lot of different menus, and starting like from the tradition of Italy, of course. But then, like I said before, we young, so we like also to try new things and offer to our guests a few different options. We also do like international cuisine, so it's not a problem. We have a few different kind, for example, of corners for the aperitif, like all different styles. So starting like from a simple like cheese, ham, like very country, very Italian, and going like to other corners coming from out everywhere in the world, like Thai food, like Mexican, like African food, other part of Europe, like Spanish food. So we like to offer pretty much everything there's around. And like you say before, we like to build up together with wedding planners, of course, with wedding planners company and the customers too, the wedding that they dream about, the wedding that they really want. Because when they finally, after the wedding, they happy, they make up us happy too. So that's the point that we want, to make everybody happy.
No, absolutely. And in regards to food, there is something that I wanted to see together with you, because it's something that we were talking about a few days ago, and it's something that it's quite new to weddings. It's something that it's typical of Italy these days, and it's the show cooking. And it's something, just to explain to our viewers before I give you the word, it's something that enhances your experience of being in Italy, or let's say you're having your wedding in the UK or in Nebraska, wherever. A little bit of show cooking, it's something that it's going to create more atmosphere. It's going to have your guests remember your wedding, and we know that every bride wants her wedding to be the best among friends. So show cooking, it's a little detail.
More touch.
Exactly. A little touch that makes, however, a big difference. So I'll let you, Tommaso, explain a little bit about show cooking and, for example, what you do about it.
Yeah, we do a lot of show cooking, for example, like starting in the aperitif. So when the people come to the villa and find all these like corners and buffets, aperitif, with show cooking too. So let's say if we do like few different corners. So let's say we do like seafood corner with like raw seafood. You will find the chef working there, cutting the seafood in front of you, open up oysters or whatever it is that you choose. Or otherwise, we do it like on a buffet part, like with pasta, so like cooking pasta in front of the guest, or risotto. This stuff is something that it's funny to watch for the people is there, and give, like we say before, a little more show to the event. And also, of course, like for cakes, we do cakes in front of everybody, and that's a moment that always people enjoy, to be all around the chef who's creating the cake in front of everybody. So yes, I believe like it's a good moment to share with the family and other people, and see what professional people do in front of you. And I like to be there, like, to show people and share with everybody else the food.
No, absolutely. And as you were saying, it differs throughout the wedding reception, because at the beginning, at the aperitif, you can have someone slicing prosciutto or opening oysters. Then you have somebody making the risotto. And something that it's also very special is the cake moment, because the cutting of the cake, it's always there. We have seen it. Everybody has seen it. It can be always the same, but if you add this little touch, it becomes something that you watch. You see a cake literally being made in front of you. So it's something that also little touch makes a big difference in a wedding. So this is what Tommaso and I were talking about earlier on, when doing something different, something personalized, it's important, because every wedding needs to be different.
Also it's very fresh, because it's made right in the moment.
Exactly. So it can be, literally, it cannot be any fresher than that, because there was no cake 5 minutes before. So yes. And to conclude, let's say the reception, I also wanted to confirm that when you work with a catering company, it's also, yes, Siobhan, it's a very lovely idea, and of course it's something that we can discuss together. Tommaso, Siobhan, it's a bride that we have. She's marrying on the Amalfi Coast, but evidently, you know, it's a hint that works. So happy
Yeah,
for it, Siobhan.
we go around Italy pretty everywhere, so not a problem.
No, absolutely, yes. Siobhan already has. Tommaso? Let's give Tommaso. Yes, you're back, Tommaso? I think we're back. I think.
You there? Okay. I cannot hear right now. Wait a second.
Okay, we're here.
Okay.
Okay, so to basically conclude the wedding reception, I wanted to also inform our viewers that when you work with a catering company, that same company also can take care of the open bar. So the party after the dinner, after the cut of the cake, when you start dancing. So if you want, of course, the open bar, and I'll give you the word in just a second, but also if you want a midnight snack, something, for example, in Italy, very popular is spaghetti aglio olio peperoncino at midnight. If you go to Naples, is spaghetti with clams. So whether it's a snack with drinks or just the open bar, your catering company will be able to supply that as well.
Yeah, sure. We take care about that too. We have like a few different kinds of bar, even like different style. Like I was saying before, we regularly like every year like build up something new because we want like give like fresh things to weddings and to bring it everywhere. So we have different style. Of course, we take care about the open bar with a very large selection of alcohol, of cocktails, of everything people want to drink. And plus, we always give with that some few sweetest things. So like mini tiramisu, mini cakes, mini bites, sweet, some like that, just to don't leave people without some food while they're drinking. And yes, also, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Tommaso, but we have Bradley and Sophie here watching and saying pizzas, and Bradley and Sophie are going to be with us, with me and you, at Castello il Palagio next year.
That's cool.
So pizza has to be also.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I didn't want to interrupt you when you was talking, but yes, like we like for the midnight snack we make like you was saying spaghetti aglio olio, which is a classic, but also pizza, pizza trays or cheese trays, ham, whatever people want. We're ready to do it. No problem for us. I mean, like I said before, it's important that the people is happy with us. So we like to make people happy.
No, and spaghetti aglio olio peperoncino, it is a classic. It's spaghetti with garlic, chili peppers, and olive oil. Literally, pizza, it's a little more for everyone because spaghetti aglio olio peperoncino might be too spicy on one side, too garlicky on the other. So it's something that it's cool and traditional. It's a mess as well. So pizza, it's something that works all of the time.
Pizza, it's always good. Yeah.
Of course. And well, one last thing I had in mind, Tommaso, it's something that I wanted our viewers to know, that when you work with a catering company, it requires a lot of preparation beforehand, because you need to know what you are going to be doing on the day, but you also need to cook everything on the spot. So it's not that you bring everything already done and you heat it up in the microwave like in the worst of dreams.
Not at all. Yeah, we have a big preparation before the day of the event. So of course, like little few things you like start to cook in the day before to be ready. Let's say if I have like a ragu that needs a lot of time to do it, of course that I will do it the day before. But then all the other stuff we are cooking express on the place, everything, almost everything. So we go on the villa, on the place where we have to do the wedding, like hours and hours before people got there. So let's say a wedding start around 5, 6 p.m. We there from the morning, always, because we like to be prepared, organized, and ready for when people come. That's the right way to work.
No, absolutely. And I remember. Sorry, Tommaso, and sorry, Bradley and Sophie were saying they also loved the tasting and the visit that they did with you last year. So, well, thank you guys. Makes us look good, but we're happy to what we do. And yes, I remember when we saw each other, Tommaso, the last time that. Well, before being a wedding planner, I worked in restaurants for 10 years, both in the kitchen, on the floor. And when I saw you guys, your team arriving in the morning with everything to be prepared, literally cases of fresh produce to be cut, peeled, prepared. It was unbelievable to see how much is, and it's everything, how much is done on the spot. And no, it's amazing. I also remember that at a certain point you told me, quit going through the kitchen. But as I told you, the kitchen is yours. So to me, it was quicker to go through the kitchen, but the kitchen is yours. So I never went through the kitchen again. But I mean, we're still here. So it's a funny thing. No, absolutely.
I was saying like this thing to make like most of the food in the place is to have the most possible quality, right? So that's why we do it on the place.
No, absolutely, and I would say that in general, Tommaso, unless you have anything to add, I think we have covered a little bit of everything that I wanted to see with you. We have Claudia just logged in. Ciao, Claudia. We are towards the end, but the video is going to be on Instagram and on YouTube to follow. So if you're interested, you can look it up. And it has been cool. So have a look at it, and some nice ideas will come up. Then, Tommaso, before I let you go, just a reminder for our viewers that we have every month a surprise and a gift for those. Grazie, Claudia. Thank you for those that follow us. So this is the first appointment that we had for the month of June. In the next live chats, I am going to disclose and spoil a little bit more what the price is going to be. But the only thing that viewers need to do is literally log in and view. Other than that, Tommaso, I want to thank you very, very much for your time, for having shared your knowledge with us. And well, I'll see you definitely soon, of course. And if anyone has questions, as I said at the beginning, feel free to write directly to Tommaso and his team at Cavalieri Ricevimenti. You can find them online, of course, and on Instagram. Or if you want to go through us, we'll be happy to help. Any question that you might have, we are here. Tommaso, I would say that's pretty much everything for today.
Okay, thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Grazie mille. Ciao. Carlo, buona serata.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye, ciao ciao.